Hi, welcome to another marvelous video. DC Comics is back with another story surrounding the events of Lazarus Planet. This one-shot comic titled Action Comics presents Doomsday Special Now Hold Your Capes features the mighty Doomsday as the alleged ruler of Hell. But when did that incident happen? Let's explore the story. But before that, let's have a quick recap on the Kryptonian monster Doomsday. Debuting in Superman the Man of Steel number 17, Doomsday emerges from the sinister ambitions of an emotionless alien geneticist named Bertrand. As a fragile infant being subjected to Krypton's deadly hazards and predators, Doomsday's DNA adapted with each death, granting him immunity to his previous vulnerabilities. Yet this process implants a seething hatred for all living things, and he leaves a trail of destruction in his wake. Doomsday's continuous path of destruction brought him face to face with the malevolent dark side, and across countless worlds, his reign of terror met futile attempts at exile. Even the Green Lanterns and the Radiant being radiant in the advanced world of Calaton found themselves overwhelmed. After unimaginable carnage, Radiant barely managed to subdue him, sealing Doomsday in a vessel craft adrift in the cold abyss of space. But the vessel crashed on Earth, and the dormant Doomsday became a ticking time bomb. This nightmarish saga, crafted by the brilliant mind of Dan Jurgens, unleashed a force of nature that tested the spirit of Superman himself. Before we go into our explanation, we do have a very small request. If you like our content, please support us by subscribing to our channel. This may be a very small click for you, but for us, it means a lot. Thank you. Let's begin. Doomsday's nightmare or signal for an upcoming doom. The comic begins with Kara Zor-El, aka Supergirl, lost in the thoughts of a recent nightmare she had about Doomsday. Kara also shares her disbelief in the existence of Doomsday, specifically because of how she only heard it as an urban myth. As she discusses it with Superman at the breakfast table, it becomes clear that there is still a lot of unresolved trauma he has left from the time he fought Doomsday. Superman, though, recalls feeling for the first time like he had nothing left in him when he fought Doomsday to death, a feeling he had never really gone through and only heard of until that very moment. He also informs Kara about a recent event when the villain tried to regrow from the memory of Metropolis but was then stopped by Martian Manhunter along with Raphael RC, with the latter having died during that fight. Their conversation, though, gets cut short after Kara assures Clark that it was just a nightmare and nothing more. Soon, though, we realize that even Kara doesn't completely believe it to be a nightmare right as she is visited by John Johns, aka Martian Manhunter. It is then revealed that it was him who had sent Kara the nightmare, which was actually a psychic code in Kryptonian that he wanted to be decoded. Both of them agree, though, that Kara is a much better choice due to Clark's unresolved issues with Doomsday. John then goes on to confess that he had made a psychic connection with Doomsday and the messages might be a signal of him trying to come back to existence. He asks for Kara's help to understand Doomsday's present location, but she is unable to recognize it. As the two try to find a psychic trace of Doomsday, we get to know it is a ploy of the villain to find a path to existence, with them being teleported to Hell soon. King Doomsday of Hell. Kara and John, to the disbelief of the former's rational mind, get teleported to Hell. As Kara tries to save a soul from being tortured, they realize it was all a plan of Doomsday to get them to Hell. Doomsday has become the king of Hell after being tortured in various ways and learning how to inflict pain in more ways than one could possibly imagine. Hell has become the perfect place for Doomsday to become stronger, and this has led the souls of the damned to consider him to be powerful, which in turn made him stronger, as Hell is a place that exists due to the belief of people. The first of the fallen spawns. Soon the devil himself saves Kara and John from Doomsday, again much to the disbelief of Kara. John confirms to him that it is indeed the devil, also known as the first of the fallen, who is the lord and the most powerful being in Hell. The devil, through his psychic powers, lets the two heroes know that it was he who actually got them to Hell, a piece of information that is meant for them to be scared, which he cherishes. John soon realizes that the reason for them to be teleported to Hell is because Doomsday has ruined the balance of Hell. The devil in turn tells him that it is the psychic connection to John that has allowed Doomsday to find a doorway to the living world again, and if enough souls of the damned believe that he can go to the living realm, then he will soon be able to open that door. too. Though the devil also relies on the information that if they can defeat Doomsday, then the belief of the damned will go away, and that will also trap him in hell again, basically wanting Kara and John to do the devil's bidding. And he will provide them with powerful armor that can help them take down Doomsday. Initially hesitant, they both agree to make a deal with the devil himself to keep Doomsday from entering the mortal realm again. Will the heroes win against Doomsday? The fight then begins, with Kara donning the armor the devil has made with a hatred of the most despicable souls that walked the paths of hell, before the devil has even set foot there. He also points out that had Kara been corrupted by the power of the armor, then she would have made an amazing soldier of hell. The battle goes on, but Kara is unable to keep Doomsday down. John then tries to connect telepathically with the souls of the damned to lend him their hope so that Doomsday doesn't cross into the mortal realm, but he fails to get any help to get to close that doorway. But as a last remaining hope, a soul appears, who somehow was able to free himself from her torturers, followed by a swarm of other souls with their bodies worn down by pain and suffering. Soon all of them ossify to form this barrier around the door to the mortal realm. The devil makes a remark that maybe they don't have any hope left, but some warm memories of their life as mortals may have awakened this desire to not let the mortal world suffer the same fate as them in the hands of Doomsday. The boon. The devil, for his one last trick against Doomsday, returns Kara and John to their work. Kara goes into a frenzy for a while when she realizes the very people they save might be headed for damnation anyway. But John tells her that the fact that they all came together in hell and sacrificed their souls to protect the living means that there is some hope left for them after all. Bloodwynd, the Superman of Hell. We then follow Raphael Ars, who is roaming in the fifth circle of hell. All of a sudden, he gets ambushed by a monster that starts to torture him as punishment for getting Doomsday to hell by mentally linking to him. The monster of hell pushes Raphael to the next circle of hell, where Raphael finally reveals his true nature. He discloses that he is not only linked to Doomsday but to John as well, which gives him the powers to become Bloodwynd, a mantle long ago taken by John. He goes on to destroy the monster and slay his doomhounds. He then frees a damned soul and tells him to free the others and run from the monsters with the doomhounds to protect the souls. With his job of saving the damned souls being done, he moves on to find the next monster who can help him travel to the next circle of hell, revealing that he is now the Superman of Hell. Marvelous verdict. DC Comics has been exploring fresh narrative dimensions by expanding on the single Lazarus Planet tales, during which Doomsday tried to bring himself back among the living, but was prevented from doing so by Martian Manhunter, following which they both had a psychic link to each other, allowing John to have visions about Doomsday's whereabouts. And in this dark and gripping tale by Dan Waters, we delve into the tragic story of Raphael Ark, a young metahuman whose accidental creation of Doomsday from Metropolis's lingering rage sets the stage for an intense and chilling adventure. Initially, Doomsday is dealt with by Superman and Martian Manhunter, but Ark doesn't survive the encounter, leading everyone to believe the threat has been eradicated. However, as the story unfolds, Supergirl begins to experience haunting nightmares, pushing her into a profound conversation with Superman. But it's not the Man of Steel who joins her in uncovering the source of these harrowing dreams. Instead, it is the Martian Manhunter. Their pursuit to track down Doomsday takes an unexpected turn as it leads them straight into the depths of hell. Doomsday, banished to the underworld, has thrived in the realm of damnation, where his unstoppable brutality and insatiable thirst for chaos have earned him a sinister following, threatening to make him the king of hell itself. This dire situation forces Kara and John to forge a pact with the enigmatic First of the Fallen, a character reminiscent of the Vertigo version of Lucifer but distinct in his own right, likely influenced by Waters' prior work with the Demon King. In their desperate bid to stop Doomsday, Kara dons the cursed armor, while John takes on the pivotal role of attempting to instill hope in hell itself. This storyline stands out as one of the darkest Superman tales in recent memory, featuring a vivid and occasionally gruesome portrayal of hell that, while enthralling, feels somewhat discordant within the DC universe. Nevertheless, it appears that this narrative direction will continue, with a backup story centering on Bloodwynd. While many may remember Bloodwynd as a peculiar 1990s incarnation of John, this story provides an opportunity to rectify that twist. Raphael Ark's journey in hell is explored in this backup, as he transforms from a doomed young man responsible for Doomsday's release into the Superman of Hell, taking on different challenges within the infernal realm, one circle at a time. This intriguing character evolution promises to add a unique and compelling dimension to the DC Comics universe, leaving us eager to see more of his story unfold. And if you liked our content, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to us if you haven't already. Have a good one and be safe. Thanks, everyone.